For those who have persevered through our renovation, it's been going on for about a year, building cabinets and trying to get over the pool. See here, we're still waiting for the engineer to give us the okay for the concrete. It's not really his fault. Like, I could have pushed it a bit in the winter, but I had I was getting mixed messages with the city. So before I invested any money, I wanted to be very clear what we were doing, that there would be no issues. Now we built all this. Now we're putting on the trusses today. I don't go by pitch only because I'm a cabinet maker and the pitch is a little foreign to me. So I'm going degree. I went 7 degrees. I want to stay below the neighbor's roof. I didn't want to go up beyond his because then it would cause other issues going a little steeper. I think this is decent. What they really did, which is nice down here, we'll show you up on top, they went a little higher and straighter. All right? See right here? How they put this like, it's about 7 inches in between there. And you say, well, what does that do, Kevin? That creates a lot more airflow on low profile roof, which is really what I want. I was debating whether or not to do a warm roof. I really wanted to do a warm roof on here and have this sealed because we have we would have 4 inches of styrofoam going on the outside, and I would love to have had that wrapped around. But there were moisture issues, and you've seen in a lot of our videos here, we're right on the ocean. We've had a terrible June. I think we've had out of 60 days, we've had about 40 days fog and damp. So I'm not feeling it. So I'm just going traditional insulation. I'm gonna have to be a little creative on the end because when you want R50, you gotta have 19 inches. I don't have 19 inches. I'm gonna have to spray foam probably back to about here. All right, so that's it. I'll probably like spray foam, put little sheets in there. I'm being very precise with my blocks. And without further ado, where's my helper? I'm waiting, because this is turning a 2-man job, but all kidding aside, do not do this alone. I know I saw some of the other videos saying, yeah, I can handle these trusses. Don't. We had to hand bomb the trusses up to the top on the 2nd floor. He did one little mistake, and I kind of laugh at it. And when they were unloading, they should have put him the other way. So you had to go down and do a 180 with him, but it was kind of hard because you could see there's not exactly a lot of land and there's trees and everything else. So all right, here I am. I'm using a blocking only because I don't know.
Oh, you're going.
I feel like if you see how flimsy these are, like I can move them here on 23 feet. And what the blocking does, it just keeps me honest, keeps me nice and straight. So I go here. But you gotta watch that. You're in the bottom, see what I'm doing? Now I'm in there pretty good. The thing I don't like is the lip here with the buildings, the old building. It's not very straight. And I'm going in between the webbing. I'm only using number 8s, but they're just to keep it tacked in. Now this is, I said before, I've been in, 80-mile-an-hour winds. I've been experiencing it, and that can humble you, and that can come here. I want this to last at least 100 years, and I want to hand down to my grandkids. And I know in that time there's gonna be that kind of wind, and I've seen it lift the roof 3 times as big as this, right off, carry it, and it was like it was in slow motion. And I was in the car, and it just scared me. And my shop, I had a big exhaust for the spray fumes and everything else. It was what was it, about 24 feet across, and the wind was so strong, pushed it and made it square. And that humbles you. So look at these bad boys. I don't like the hurricane clips. I love this. See the threads right there? I'll go here. I'm going to lock them here. I'm going to use two. Right? I'm going on an angle. I mean, people that are in Florida, I mean, I'm not going to give advice. You should be putting blocking in this. Now, I'm like, there's no way on the bottom here this would ever go. And then I'll go up on top, do all my bracing. They say lateral is not. Here's what I want to show. What I'm trying to do as I go along. What happens in the wind, it comes at you. It's like a freight train. Just keeps coming at you, and it's shaking things. So all this crap, like, look at me with my hand. Now, if I get a guy with just a couple of little straps, and maybe, you know, let's cut corners, let's use 3/8 drywall, let's just put some little nails in there, not screws. I mean, when this starts to shake, see this roof? When this roof is such a structure starts to shake, it's going to shake all those walls. And then that's what happens in Florida. A lot of times seeing the hurricane after, find out, oh, look at this builder didn't follow, well, code. I don't like that word code because it makes it sound like so lawyer. Okay, you got to follow this, you got to follow this. But it's common sense, you know. And I'm going to put bracing up here and all across here. And I'm going to use 3/4 inch plywood. The guys don't know this. They're going to curse my name after dragging the 3/4 plywood up. I'm not going to use this stuff that's down below. All right, I don't feel good about this stuff. And I know exterior grade plywood is really going to get it here. And I'll make sure that these bracings are here every 4 feet. And so I'll be able to have a straight line right across. And nobody's going to call me. What I like too, I want to take a close-up of the vent. The vent's absolutely gorgeous, what they did here. I'll show it after when I put the plywood up. But you can see there that vent, all the air can come up. I have to use spray foam on that part to about I figure about 3 feet out. It's the only way I'm going to get R50 because if you see here, so I'll be able to get all the air out here. This part where we're making the concrete all the way to the top, I'll leave part of that open. I'll put a vent on top so breathe there. Plus, I'll make sure I come up here on the roof going up, and I'll put a ridge cap up on top of that roof there. And all the air, and I'm going to build up this roof. I'm taking ownership of the other abandoned house, and I'm going to build up this roof. So they tear it down, they're going to have to take a deck on, but they're not going to be, you know, taking our bad boy. That's my thoughts as a cabinet maker, because, you know, where I live, you know, it's you can have nasty weather, but you can also have days on end where maybe we don't have the big winds, or you have 40, 50 kilometers. What's that? 30-mile-an-hour winds. That's just hitting a house, hitting a house, hitting a house. So those are my thoughts. I'm not, you know, I know maybe when the engineers will go, okay, Dunphy, there's lateral strength and this, but what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way, even if you're getting a house built and you got the carpenters, whatever, come by a night like this time. I'm here with my son. And you can come by and just start slipping extra screws in. Nobody's going to stop you. And take control, because what I don't like back in the old days, I hated with the hammers, they were banging like this. And I felt it loosened everything. You know, I love today's guns. And then that's why you see me, I'm a bit of old school with the screws. You know, I love the screws. And anyways, enough of my rant, move on.
I mean, yeah, this is where my 4 extra inches of wingspan really benefit.
Okay. Short guys do not apply, eh?
Now, if construction.
How do we line up with the other one? Not bad, eh? We're only off by
I didn't know. It was,
an inch and a half. Okay, that's okay.
Lining up.
Yeah, the other one's line up. Well, I guess that's it. All right, well, I'm okay with that. That's just to keep it straight. What I'm going to have to do, Kurt, see how the building V's down here? And I got the last one. And I think you got 24 down there. We could use that last spacer. So if you want to install that last spacer so we have it ready, but I got to fill the, see styrofoam here? I'm going to have to fill that up all the way. Now I know where to stop at the top. Because if I pull that last joist over.
Can you hand me that?
Yeah. Because if I pull that last joist over, I won't be able, it'll be too tight for me to work.
Yeah.
That was it. I hadn't listened to the station. I didn't know it was like a top 40 pop music station. I was thinking,
And I got the scaffolding, it'll make easy work of it.
but could you be, Dominic? Hey,
And let's take a look over there. See it?
shows at the time and a lot of cocaine. So I would sit there on this new job, have to play boy bands, and I was dying inside. And so a couple of weeks ago, and then I discovered these sound effects files. So I spent screaming, fart, puking noises.
Alright. You said you wanted four. Let me know when. Alright, yeah, that's good. Is there something under it? No, sure. You want to go yeah, with the hammer?
You see here, like see how close that is. Right along 24, 24. And I'll show you the challenge with this building. And you can see the marker there. That's our one marker there. There's our other marker right over there. All right. So the building we're going into the old is skewed. You see nicely we transition into the old right there. I'm very happy with that. The window's going to go above. And these guys are starting to kick ass. We're only 1 o'clock. We've been at it. It's a holiday today. Been at it like 10:30. Only a couple hours. We got this many sheets up. It's really going well. We use 3/4 tongue and groove Canadian spruce. And you can see here it's got it written this side down. All right. Why did I use the 3/4? It's Canada. Snow, weight, water, right by the ocean. So there's no way in hell I would use anything less than 3/4. And I've seen, guys using 1/2 inch and even 3/8. I mean, don't. I mean, I don't care about expansion, this crap. They pushed it in by hand, the tongue. I've told them not to leave a little bit of a gap. And it's really going in nice. They did an amazing job on installing the roof. Really took their time. There were no gaps whatsoever. They used screws and the threaded nails, 2 3/8, to keep it down, and it came out really well. I couldn't have been happier.
Thank you for watching KD Custom Woodworking.
Please subscribe. We're gonna go dig into this the next episode, and I couldn't believe it. We could put 4-foot windows, 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll see what we do with the structure. We got the beams. Me and Kurt are gonna work on the weekend. He's pulling him off his other job, and he can save some money on his gym membership. So I was getting tongue-tied there. And that's it. So thank you. Please subscribe. Bye.